I run a fabrication shop in Salem, Indiana called Whiteriverrambo Customs. You can go to Facebook and check that out. If you guys need anything fabricated, you need pods, you need light rails, you need graph mounts, things of that nature, you hit me up. Talking about trolling motors, and the worst part about a trolling motor is this big bulky son of a bitch that takes up so much space it drives me nuts. Here's my solution. This is my mount. It is 5 by 8 and it is dovetailed to accept the bow guard 360 head, okay, that will fit any trolling motor's fiberglass shaft. Newport vessels, Minn Kota, I think even Motor Guide might actually be able to use this bow guard 360 mount. Fortunately for those who choose to run a foot control, I can't help you in this video, but I'm going to tell you why you might consider changing to a hand control. Now, Fortrex, Riptide from Minn Kota both come with a bow guard 360 mount, and with a single 1/4 screw, you're able to remove it. Why is that important? Well, for me it's important because I'm not always running a trolling motor. Sometimes, as a bow fisherman, I like to run a kicker. I like to run a fan. I like to run my main motor and just stand up here and fish. That makes this enormous block of cumbersome a total waste of space. I've been using it for 8 years. I just started making it available to the public. But the point is, if I go with a buddy fishing out of town to a tournament or a weekend retreat, I don't want that weekend to end because we had a mishap with a trolling motor. I can take my trolling motor, because we're all set up with Anderson connectors, and now we have spares. Think about it. How much space are you going to save by getting rid of this enormous block of engineering and replace it with this? The functionality of the bow guard 360 that is spring loaded, that is meant to save the fiberglass shaft in the trolling motor, still works. But that spring loaded head unit is meant to save the shaft. It isolates that in the head itself and bolts down to my unit with one 1/4 bolt. Now, I've created my own knobs, okay? And every unit that you buy is going to ship with 2 knobs. I personally have never dropped a knob in the water. I get asked that on occasion. Another thing I get asked is, what do you do when you're just running from spot to spot? No problem, boys. This unit, clamp down the knob and the clamshell, and that shaft will not move, okay? It will not vibrate. It'll walk back and forth a little bit and you know, kind of rattle, but rough water, it's never been an issue for me. I've never had a problem with it. If you're worried about it and you want to make, you know, miles and miles of run, you can take it off with one bolt, no problem. Set it in the back of the boat if you see fit. I personally have never had a problem. So if you want one of these mounts, I will ship it to you in multiple different ways. If you want to fabricate your own head, okay, take this head and mount it on your light rail, mount it on your bumper of your airboat, mount it to where it is even more minimal than this. I'll ship you the head for 200 bucks. If you need this mount right here, exactly like this, 5 inches by 8 inches, and you have a spot to mount it on your boat to save space, 275 bucks shipped to the door. I've got a handful of them made. After this video posts, I'm probably going to have to make a few dozen more, but that's okay. I'm excited to release this product to everybody on all my platforms, and I hope you guys have an awesome summer out on the water. Don't forget to wear the personal flotation devices. Stick something pretty, son, and I'll see you out there on the water.